It was the I want to get rich tomorrow, the reason why I failed over and over and over and over again. And something that I want you guys to take from this is that trading is something that can set you free, but it won't set you free tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You can have a banger trade that turns you up. Now you up $30,000, but at the end of the day, you still have to keep doing it. You get what I'm saying? It's not gonna snap for you like that. And my goal here in this video is to make it snap for you like that. Is to make it a little bit easier than it was for me. So, like I said, make sure you watch through the whole video. This video is gonna be very important. But back to what I was saying. So I was working at Best Buy. I was having about 30, 40 hours, maybe about, I'll say about 32 hours a week. So you can do the math. I was getting paid $18 an hour. So that's 32 times whatever it is. You do the math. You can see how much my check was. I'm a very transparent person. I'm never going to lie to you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And that's something that I want to build in this channel is complete honesty. I want you guys to understand who I am as a person. I want you guys to understand that when you come to my channel that we're going to hold each other accountable and we're going to be truthful and honest about where we're at. All right, so what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy XAU Mari back with another video. First things first, I just want to say I appreciate everybody who is watching the videos. I appreciate everybody who's commented on the videos and everyone who's just showing me support and showing me love. So today's video is going to be the things that I learned on my trading journey and on my way to become financially free. There's a lot of things that I'm going to talk about in this video. There's a lot of good things. There's a lot of bad things. This video is going to be something that I think everybody should really sit down and watch. This is going to be one of those videos where I'm going to make your journey to trading a lot easier than mine's was. And mine's wasn't so hard, but there was a lot of things that I went through during my trading journey that would have benefited me if I would have knew before getting into trading. So, and I'm just going to be transparent with everybody, and I'm going to show everything in this video just to be honest. And like, on my channel, I want everybody to understand that I want to be an honest person. I want to be as honest as possible. I don't want to lie to you guys or manipulate you guys and thinking that something is something that it's not. So with that being said, this is how I passed my funded account. Coming into this trading account, and I can show you that I actually passed this account. If you come right here and go to accounts, 50K, and as you can see right here, it says passed. Bring that down, it says passed. So I passed the account, and these are just certain things that I think that everybody should know, and not even just knowing. It's a simple fact about actually doing. You know what I mean? So this was me. This is my entire trading portfolio. This is what I did in 5 days. I made about $4,000, $4,321.92 with a consistency rate of 48%. I think my win rate on this was about 88% or 80%. After losing a couple dollars or losing a couple $100. My best day was 2,100. And with that being said, another thing I want everybody to understand is everybody's trading journey is different, right? My trading journey is going to be completely different from yours, but the things that I'm going to tell you in this video are going to definitely help in making it a lot faster and making it a lot easier for you to make a payout. So the type of person that I am, I'm the type of person where, okay, if I fail one time, I learn from my mistakes and I pass the second time around. So with this trading combine right here that we're looking at, I've only bought 2 Top Step accounts in my entire lifetime. Before prop firms and before, I'm not going to say before prop firms because prop firms are always a thing. It's always been a thing. I just wasn't hip to it. I didn't understand prop firms. I thought it was fake. I thought that people were just scamming you. And for my reasoning of being is technically I bought 3 Top Step accounts in my entire life. So I'm going to tell you the reason why I stopped trading prop firms and then I went back to trading prop firms. So the first thing was when I started trading prop firms, I bought a 50K account, which is about $50. That's about $50 worth of prop firms and things such like that, right? But when I first started, I thought that, okay, I'm going to get this 50K account. I'm going to build it to whatever I need to build it to, and I'm going to pass, right? And I was very, very wrong. But my first time ever getting a funded account with Top Step, I end up spending my $50 and never receiving an account for it. And some people may be like, hey, you're lying. Hey, that's not true. But I'm telling you, from my own experience, I bought a Top Step account, $50 that I spent. And at the time, that was my last $50. And the thing about me is, I don't recommend anybody to do this. This is just me personally. I don't recommend you using your last bit of money to go ahead and trade. However, the circumstances that I was in, I literally told myself that trading has to work. Like, this trading stuff has to work. Like, I told myself there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and it has to work. So I'm going to tell you the pros and cons about that entire mindset. I'm going to break down the psychological aspect of trading. I'm going to break down how I was able to pass a 50K funded challenge and get to other prop firms and attempt to pass those as well. So, starting out, when I bought my first 50K account, I never received the account. And so that literally shot my confidence completely down. I was like, I'm never going to, mind you, like I said, at the time, this was my last $50. So I really was betting on everything. That was my last $50. That was the way I was gonna make more money. I was basically betting on myself that I was gonna spend this $50 and make $1,500 so I can cover the fee that I spent, the $50. And at the time, I was working consistent hours. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Camera don't want to stay still. I'm gonna take this mug down. Y'all thought I'd be playing. Nah, we finna take this mug down. You finna sit still. Sit your ass still, nigga. Sit down, nigga. If I tell you to sit down, that's what you do, boy. You understand? And so this video is going to be action packed. You guys are going to get a lot of actual good information out this video. Um, this is going to be one of the best videos I think I've ever posted in my life, for a simple fact that we are going to be joining a live seminar today. And I'm basically going to be trying to explain myself and talk to someone who's in a position that I want to be in. And if you guys don't know who that person is, you guys are definitely going to go ahead and see it. It's Mike Lito. A lot of people know him. His thing starts in about 41 minutes. As you can see right there, it starts about in 41 minutes. And I've been in here since it started. So um, back to what I was saying about trading, right? So I spent my last $50 on trading, thinking that this was going to take it to the next level, thinking that I was going to get a payout the first time around. Now, the first time I bought my first trading account, I believe it was, I'm not 100% sure when it was, but I think it was about around Christmas time. I bought my first account of last year, 2025. And when I bought the account, I never got the account. So I told myself I'm not doing any type of prop firms. I'm not doing that again. I felt like I was actually scammed. One thing I want you guys to understand, that life isn't fair. You get me? Sometimes you're gonna get punched in the face, and it's like you have to deal with the same thing with boxing. Um, Another thing, I'm definitely gonna be posting more videos like in real life content. I just signed up for MMA, so I definitely will be taking you guys with me on that journey of me starting to, I'm not gonna say professionally fighting, but getting to the level where I can start with fighting and then go into professional fighting. That's a passion of mine. That's something that I want to do. And like I said, it's not just boxing. I'm doing MMA, mixed martial arts, meaning takedowns, everything, etc. Um, but yeah, one thing I do need you guys to understand, I have ADHD, so sometimes I may get off a topic, and sometimes it may, I may jump from conversation to conversation. But just bear with me, because I promise you, everything in this video is something that you need to hear. And it's really going to set you apart when you watch the full video and understand that I'm not here to sell you a course. I'm not here to sell you a fake dream. I'm not here to do any of that. I'm literally here to help you become funded as fast as possible and build that capital, so that way that you don't have to trade with prop firms and stuff like that. And as we speak, I'm still currently trading prop firms so that I can build my capital. So I feel like the best way to I feel like the best way to get ahead of people or get ahead in life is by getting your skin in the game. So it's like people will sit up here and paper trade for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Me personally, I don't think that's helping you. I feel like you're just predicting something. And let's say you are right. Okay, you could have did the same thing on a prop firm and made you some money, or you could have did the same thing on a live account and make you some money. So with that being said, back to this. My first account, I bought it around December. I remember failing it. I remember crying. I remember literally stressed out to the point where I told myself I didn't want to trade anymore. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was cool off of it. Now, before that, let's rewind a little bit more. If we go back about a year and a half ago, a year ago, I was trading consistently. I was trading almost every single day, and that was on my own live account. So what I was doing was I was getting my paychecks every single time I would get paid. At the time I worked at Best Buy, right? So every single time I would get paid from my check would probably be anywhere from $900 to $1,000 every 2 weeks. So I would get that entire check and put it into my trading portfolio, and I would try to flip that money every single time. So eventually that took me down a rabbit hole of not understanding why I wasn't winning. And something I want you guys to understand is that it wasn't that I was doing it wrong. It was a lack of knowledge that I had. It was a psychological aspect of trading that I didn't have down pat. It was the I want to get rich tomorrow, the reason why I failed over and over and over and over again. So that being said, bro, I was spending my entire check, every single check. Because what I want you guys to understand, trading isn't something that I just wanted to do. Trading is in me. Like this is me. Like trading is me. Everybody has that thing that they're good at, right? Either it's baseball, basketball, football, car detailing, whatever it is. Everybody has something that's them, right? Before I got into trading, I used to play football. I was really good at football. I end up not being 100% committed to it, so I obviously didn't get a scholarship. And I can't blame anybody but myself because it's like you weren't committed to the game. So it's like, how are you going to expect to get a payout if you're not committed to the game? And that's another thing I want you guys to understand is like this journey wasn't hard, but at the same time, it wasn't easy. And along the road of me pouring thousands of dollars every check, I promise you, I didn't miss a single check. Every check I would put into the stock market, trying to double it, trying to chase this like success, trying to chase this financial freedom, trying to chase this $10,000 payout that I've yet to see. And I've yet to see a $10,000 payout. So I want you guys to understand, like, I am no different from any of you guys. We are literally in the same boat. Only difference is that I'm hungry for it. That this is something that I'm never gonna give up on because at the end of the day, I know that this can change my life, so I have to act like it can change my life. You know what I mean? I end up blowing about $7,000 on a live account with my own hard-earned money. Now, when you're losing, a lot of people don't tell you this, is that when you lose money that you earned, you went to work and you worked 30 hours. You went to work and you worked all of this time. And for you to put it into the market and it takes it away from you, and for you to put it into the market and the market takes it away from you in a matter of days or in a matter of seconds or in a matter of minutes, it plays with your psychological aspect of your brain. It tells you that you're not good enough. Your brain tells you that this isn't for you, that you need to stop. What I'm here to tell you is that if you give up, you're only giving up on yourself. There's nobody else that you're giving up but yourself. So when it comes to this trading stuff, I need you to understand that you have to be at the 1 percentile of people. You have to be unstoppable. And what I mean unstoppable is you can't let little things break you down. Just because I lost $7,000, I tell you guys this all the time. I lost $7,000 and I woke up the next very day still hungry for the same thing. My hunger has never changed when it comes to trading. And that's how I know I'm going to be successful. That's how I know I'm going to be a millionaire. That's how I know that I'm going to touch the goals that I said. Now, I did tell myself I wanted to make $50,000 in the next couple months. I told myself I gave myself 4 months. It's already been 2. So now I technically only have 2 more months to make $50,000. And like I said, we're honest and we're transparent. I've yet to make zero. I've made $0 so far. $0 so far in this journey. But one thing that I want you guys to understand is that I'm not going to give up, and nor am I going to accept defeat. I've already accepted defeat when I lost $7,000. And what I want you guys to understand, I wrote a goal out for myself. I told myself, okay, how do I get to this $50,000 mark? How do I get to this $30,000 mark? How do I get there? So what did I do? I typed it out. How many trading accounts do I need to be able to make $50,000? So I'm not going to go ahead and break it completely down. What I am going to go ahead and say is that it's about 20 accounts. I need about 20 accounts to go ahead and make $50,000. So in this year alone, I bought 2 accounts. In this year alone, I bought 2 accounts. Now, am I just saying out of nowhere, I'm just going to have money to buy more accounts and then things are just going to start working out for me? I'm not saying that. But what I want you guys to understand is stop looking for a miracle to happen and look for an opportunity to happen. When I say that, I mean stop looking for a trade that's going to take you to $100,000 in the morning and start looking for trades that are going to make you $500 today, $300 today, $200 today. Because when you're working at a regular job, 9 times out of 10, if you're my age, if you're 20, if you're if you're in an age gap from 18 to 20, I promise you, most of the jobs out there, if you didn't go to school or if you didn't get some type of push into the door, most jobs don't even pay you over $20 an hour. So, and if you're working that every single day, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, you only make you only made $100 in 5 hours. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking anybody's hustle because sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to do that in order to get to the next step. But this is something that I want you to understand and realize. I passed my account, right? Now, when I passed my account, I made $1,000 in a day. I can go ahead and show you guys that trade. Let me pull it up. Give me 1 second. It was about $800, $873. That's what I was at for the day. Right now, I'm in a trade right now, and I'm up about 138. If you can look right here, I'm up about 142, 170. Now, as you guys can see, look at me. This is me actually being completely locked in and not letting my emotions get the best of me. And what I want you to understand is, even when you're winning or even when you're losing, you cannot let your emotions override you. Because at the end of the day, with trading, this is a mental game with yourself. It's a mental game with yourself to see how good you are with controlling your emotions, with not over trading, with your discipline. Hey, I lost $300 today. Let me get off. It's not about making the fastest amount of money, because everybody knows fast money goes fast as well. Things that I've learned through my journey of trading is I've learned patience. I've learned how to control my emotions. For the people who do know me, I have a very short temper. It's very hard. Once I'm mad, I'm mad. It's bad. That's why I try to stay as composed as possible. I try to stay relaxed as possible, because sometimes I know when I get mad, I can't control CJ fully, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the $1,000 trade. Right now we're up about. I'm gonna show you in a second. We're up about 240 or 214. We're up about $500. So in this exact trade, this is the same one-time trade. I made about $1,000. We're up 600. We're up 700, and we're up $700. You still can see it right here. Look at me. This is me getting a little happy because I understand that I know price can't come back down to this range. I know the time is about to close, so I know the next candle is going to be a bullish candle. So that's the reason why I'm smiling a little bit. I'm over here excited because I know, okay, and my goal is, right, I take my 300s every single day. When I get to $300, I like to close my position and just call it quits right there. However, this was a good trade. This was something that I seen myself actually doing. I seen myself making that $1,000. So I was like, you know what? In my head, like I told you guys in the last video, it's about your belief system. I believed in myself that I can make this exponential amount of money. And so look, we're at $718. $718. In a couple seconds, it's about to go to 1,000. So just keep watching. But the thing that I want everybody to understand is that once you believe in yourself and once you put it, when you wake up in the morning, the main things that you should be doing is telling yourself that bro, this is what I do every single morning. I wake up and I say this exact prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for waking me up today, for letting me to achieve the goals that you have set out for me today. I literally ask God, I literally thank God every single day. I say, thank you, God, for allowing me to wake up to pursue the dreams that I have set out for myself today, and just allow you to let me go ahead and achieve these goals. So this day, I believe I walked outside and I prayed to God and I told him, I want to make $1,000. I know I can make $1,000. Mind you, while I was making this $1,000, I believe I was in a Discord call with some of my friends. And like I said, look, we're up 862 in the same trade. So the thing that I want you guys to understand is that all of these things that you're trying to do, all these things that you want to do, it's definitely possible. It's never impossible. The thing is your mental aspect behind it. You have to believe in it. That's number one. You have to believe in everything can happen for you. So once you believe in it, that's the first step. The second step is about your execution and your planning and staying calm at all times. You have to be calm when you're trading. You have to have a sense of, okay, let me not get ahead of myself. And that's something that I'm going to get to. So with me passing this account, this is the account that I passed, right? I'm about to click back. Just watch it. Watch on the top right hand side right here. It's going to say $1,000. I'm not even looking at the charts right now. This is, my eyes are moving, but I'm looking at other things. So watch my reaction when I click back onto it. I was like, let me check my trade really quick. So I go back and my trade's up $1,862 or $1,042 is what I closed at. So I made my $1,000, and when we go back to the next page, you'll see is how much I closed out for the day. In 2 days, let me go back down. In 2 days, I made about $2,186.72, and I was in the span of 2 days. Now, this is why I tell you guys that anything is possible once you actually believe it. Because look, I'm telling you, I'm literally saying it to myself that I believe in myself. I knew that I could do it. So, like I said, this was 2 days. I made 1,800 one day, and I made 300 the second day. And the reason why I do this is like I like to lock out my 300s. Once I get to 300, I usually take my profit. But if I see a good entry, like another thing I have right here, it says load up the gun on an A plus setup, 4 lots on an A plus setup, 2 lots on a regular setup. Meaning that, bro, when you see an A plus trade, when you see an A plus setup, bro, load it up, load the gun up, like clock it back and shoot. Like you have to shoot. Like you can't be scared to shoot your opportunity. And that's what I want you guys to understand. We're not looking for miracles, we're looking for opportunity. We're not looking for miracles, we're looking for opportunity. I did pass this account, right? My greed got in the way of me. As soon as I passed this account, like seconds after I passed the account, and they gave me the actual express account where you can actually start making real money and get a 90-10% payout, right? As soon as I got to that aspect, I was so excited that I made $4,000 in 1 week that I told myself that I'm going to do it again. And I don't want you guys to get it misconstrued. It is very important for you to have that mindset, but at a limit. At a limit. You don't want to get ahead of yourself. I got ahead of myself. My goal is right here. I wrote it down. On Monday, I was supposed to make $400. On Tuesday, I was supposed to make $600. On Wednesday, I was supposed to make $300. Thursday, $700. Friday, $200. And that would have put me at a total of $2,200 for 1 week. Even though I made $4,000 in a week, I still would have been at $2,200 in 1 week, and that's more than most people make in a month, right? But for the simple fact that I got ahead of myself, for the simple fact that I told myself, no, I need to make a $10,000 payout right now, is the reason why I failed the next combine. I'm talking about the same day I passed is the same day I failed, and the reason being is because I was so impatient. I was so urgent. I needed it right then and there. I was like, bro, I just turned $50 into $4,000. I know I can do it again. And like I said, it is okay to have that mindset, but everything in life has to be in moderation. Today, I'm posting for the people who are actually trying to better themselves, right? So simply by me getting ahead of myself, simply by me not following my rules, simply by me not taking advantage of what I already had. Because what I want you guys to understand is that I didn't just fail the account immediately. Like, I did fail it in the same day, but I was already up $700 on Monday when my goal was to be at $400. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is that my goal was to be at $400 for Monday, and I made 700. So I exceeded my goal. And did CJ lock his account right there? Did CJ say, hey, you know what? I'm already blessed where I'm at. Let me just walk away from the screen. No, I didn't do that. You know why? Because I was being ignorant. You know why? Because I was being a complete, total dumbass. That's why. I wanted it right now. And nothing in life is going to be right now. I'm trying to get you guys to understand that it's going to take time. It's going to take time, but if you follow your set rules that you have set out for yourself, it's possible. Touch the money physically in front of me. Did I actually have the money be sent to my phone saying, hey, your transaction has been successfully submitted. You're going to see such and such money tomorrow. I never got that payout. I never got that confirmation text. So for some people, this means something to them. But to me, this doesn't mean anything if I didn't get the payout. This is just telling me that I know how to trade. I already knew that. No one had to tell me that I knew how to trade. I already knew that I knew how to trade. So this isn't setting me apart from anybody else because anybody can get this. Anybody can get a certificate that says certified funded trader, Courtney Brown, this and that. Cool. That's awesome. Even though only 2% of people get to this level that I'm at right now, only 2% of people, only 2%, listen to what I'm saying. Out of 100%, only 2% of people get to this screen. So that lets me know that I'm in the higher echelon of people. That lets me know that I'm above the average person when it comes to trading. However, did I get a payout from it? Did I benefit off of it, or did I just give them another $50? That's what I want you guys to understand, is that just because you have a certificate that says that you know how to trade, if you can't show a payout, do you really know how to trade? Because obviously somewhere in the line you messed up. That's what I want you guys to understand, is like, don't let people show you this and make you think that this is everything, because this is not everything. Now we're at square one again. CJ, what are you gonna do? You blew 2 funded accounts. You told yourself you want to make $50,000 this year in the first 4 months, the first 5 months. So what are you going to do to make the change? What are you going to do to make the change? Now, what I want you guys to understand is that the change doesn't come with the charts. The change comes within. The charts are within you. And don't let that fly over your head. You have to change what's inside of you to go ahead and get the results on the outside. So what I've been doing is being more disciplined. I've been doing 300 push-ups a day. I've been doing, matter of fact, I'm not even going to say that because honestly, I haven't been doing 300 push-ups a day. But have I been attempting to do 300 push-ups a day? Back then, probably like when I first started trading, I was at the all-time peak of working out, of being disciplined, being focused, being actually locked in. And I'm getting that groove back. I'm getting that whole mentality back. Like, to be honest with you, bro, I got some workout push-up bars right here. And as soon as I get off this video with you, bro, I'm literally going to hit about 60 push-ups, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some more trading. But before I get into that, I want you guys to understand, and the whole thing I want you to get out this entire video is that things are going to happen along your journey. And the only thing that you can do about it is 2 things. You can either give up, or you can either keep trying. And if you give up, you're only giving up on yourself. Giving up is easy. That's something, all I have to do is click this X button at the top and walk away from my computer and say, I don't want to do this shit no more. I don't want to do this shit no more. At the end of the day, how am I ever going to attain something like this if I just give up on my dreams? How am I ever going to attain something like that if I just quit now? And what I want you to understand is that this journey isn't going to be easy. I never said it was going to be easy. What I'm letting you know is that one thing I do want you to understand is that I'm a person that I fix things very fast. My first trading account I lost, the second one I passed. The first funded account I lost, the second one I will pass. So one thing about me is I'm quick to adjustments. I'm very quick to adjustments. I'm not a type of person that's going to get left in the wind or be confused about what's going on. That's never been me, and it won't be me. So that being said, is what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a fucking payout. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a $5,000 payout sometime, hopefully this week, or hopefully in the next coming weeks. I'll give myself about 3 weeks. That's what I want to give myself to get a payout. Matter of fact, I'll give myself until March. I'll give myself until March, and that's where I want to have that 5K payout. And like I said, I don't know if it's 100% possible, but at the end of the day, I believe in it. I know that. Listen, my bad for what I just said. I know it's possible. Even though all odds are against me, I'm not going to give up. Because like I just told you, stay in the game long enough to allow money to grow for you. If you get out the game early, if the game is over, if you quit, there's no opportunity for you to make the money that you want. And what I want you guys to take from this is stop looking for a miracle to happen, because it's not gonna happen. Stop looking for a miracle to happen. Look for an opportunity to happen. Look for an opportunity to happen, and everything will align itself for you. Last thing I'm gonna say, I don't know if this is gonna be the best time of my life. Hopefully, it ends up being something great. I've been quietly doing things, and I've been quietly moving in silence for multiple different reasons, right? But one thing I will tell you guys is that a well-known trader that you guys may know, I'm not saying anybody's name until it's all said and done, but a well-known trader texted me last night and asked me about my trading journey. Now, I never want to give somebody, I never want to idolize anybody other than God. The only person that we should be looking at in disbelief is the Lord. We should only be looking at God like that. However, this other trader texted me today, and I'm letting you know that if I like I said, I'm not looking for a miracle, but if I get an opportunity, of a lifetime, I promise you, it's gonna be crazy. And that's something that I promise you. I promise you, a well-known trader, verified on Instagram, very, very well known. Bro, I woke up this morning, I looked at the text message, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, bro, this isn't the real trader. Like, this isn't him. This has to be a fake account. That's how crazy it was. And like I said, I'm not saying any names, and that's not me saying, oh, I'm capping. That's not me saying anything. But one thing I learned is that when you speak about it, sometimes it never shows up. So I don't want to speak about anything until it happens. I don't want to speak about my life changing with this new trader or anything. I don't want to speak about anything until it happens. But that was my video for today. This seminar is about to start in about 4 minutes. So we're going to be on here too as well, taking notes, doing whatever we got to do. Let's get it. I love you guys so much. I love you guys very dearly. You already know what we do. This is what we do every single day. And yeah, peace.